Kody. A long time ago, there was a young boy named Ozobia. He often found himself frustrated by what he perceived as his parents' overprotective nature. He felt his parents were always bossing him around and controlling everything he did. Whether it was the food he would eat, the number of hours he would spend watching TV, or the kind of friends he would keep. His parents were always there. They always seemed to make him conform with their own rules and restrictions. Feeling confined and regimented, Ozobia confided in his wise grandma when she came to visit one day. He was particularly sad on that day because his mother had earlier stopped him from playing his favorite video game. Grandma listened attentively to Ozobia's grievances. "I can't wait to become an adult so I can do the things I love to do." Ozobia finished with sadness written all over his face. Grandma drew him close in a warm embrace and then pulled his cheeks playfully. Recognizing an opportunity to teach a valuable lesson, she decided to share an enchanting folktale with Ozobia. A story about a child with an insatiable desire for shiny things. "Enwere akụkọ m ga-akọrọ gị," she said. And Ozobia replied, "Kọrọ m ka obi dị m mma." She began. Once upon a time in a village like ours, there was a little baby named Ejighi Ike Eme Uwa, which means dealing with the world is not by physical strength or power. But everybody called him Ejikeme. He absolutely adored shiny objects. Whether it was the shiny surface of a stainless plate, the glimmer of a sharp knife, or even the daring sparkles of flames, Ejikeme would want to touch it. Grandma continued. One day, Ejikeme's grandma paid a visit, just like I have come here today. It was night time and the family were sitting outside beneath the starlit sky, enjoying the cool evening breeze while chatting and catching up. An atukpa. You know what an atukpa is, don't you, Ozobia? The traditional African lamp. Yes, it was placed at a corner to illuminate the compound. Ejikeme was fascinated by the flickering flames and attempted to crawl towards the atukpa. Sensing his dangerous intentions, his mother swiftly snatched him away, preventing him from reaching the fire. Ejikeme cried out in frustration because his mother wouldn't let him touch the beautiful light. Time and time again, he tried to distract his mother, hoping to sneak towards the source of his fascination. Interestingly, his grandma was observing this, her wise eyes taking in the struggle between the mother and child. And after a lot of struggle to keep the little one away from the flames, Grandma turned to Ejikeme's mom and said, "Leave him. Let him go." Ejikeme's mom was confused. Did she hear right, or did Grandma not understand what Ejikeme was trying to do? Confusion washed over her face. "Nne, isi m hapụ ya. Atukwa ahụ ka ọ na-achọ ije metụ aka o," she said. Grandma's steady gaze reassured her. "Let him go. He will persist if you don't. Trust my words. Let him go. He will persist if you don't anyway. Trust my words and just let him go." Ejikeme's mom was not convinced, but she decided to let him go. Her heart pounding with anxiety. She stole glances at Grandma, seeking assurance as her son crawled speedily towards the atukwa, giggling mischievously and periodically checking to see if his mom or anyone else was coming. The suspense was too much, but Grandma motioned for everyone to remain still. After what seemed like an eternity, Ejikeme finally reached the atukwa, the source of his fascination. He stretched his tiny hand out to touch the flame, and in an instant, he let out a shrill cry. Ah! Ah! Terrified by the flame, Ejike turned back and scurried towards his mother's waiting arm. He sobbed and looked at his mother as if asking, "Why didn't you protect me?" Whoa! Throughout the remainder of the evening, Ejikeme clung tightly to his mother. He did not attempt to go to the enchanting flames again. The experience taught each member of the family a big lesson as they absorbed the wisdom within the little boy's experience. The end. Grandma finished. Wow! That was a very beautiful story, Grandma. Ozobia said. Grandma? He called out. Ennam? Grandma replied. Does this mean that my mom is only trying to protect me from potential dangers? He asked. Grandma smiled warmly. You are wise, Oirinnaya. You got the actual lessons of the story, Nnam. One day, you will realize that not all that glitters is gold. Some things, just like the atukwa in that story, have the potential to harm us. And your mom and dad are only there to protect you from them. I must apologize to them, my mom especially, because now I understand that she's only looking out for me, and I've been taking her love and protection for granted. Grandma's heart was filled with pride as she playfully pinched Ozobia's nose. You are so wise beyond your years, Oirinnaya, she praised. They shared a heartfelt laugh, and Ozobia embraced his grandma tightly, grateful for the lesson she had taught him. The end.